Sparkles!
Who? Me?
I mean you. After many questions if Moonlight Jewel fans have a certain name and a funny debate live on my Twitch stream, we came up with the name Sparkles. It just kind of fits so well for you because y'all are sparkles in my Moonlight Jewel. And also I feel this screams for some new merch. I heard someone say merch? Say no more! We get fresh new items such as this Sparkles t-shirt, which comes as a regular t-shirt or as a cool crop top. Perfect for summer.
Then I don't need a jacket.
Also, we have this pretty Moonlight Jewel locket necklace. There will also be the last restock of the iridescent hoodie, pins, stickers, art prints, doll brains, and more. All dropping as a pre-order on June 5th at 8 PM CET. The pre-order will be open for a week and then the items will be shipped out a couple weeks later. So set a timer, be fast, and make sure to click in the link in the description box below. And now back to the studio. Wow, that was fast! Thanks, not a fake name. But now let's get right into today's video. I finally received my Minami ball-jointed doll from Villitunes a few weeks back and I'm so happy I finally have her. I really wanted to give her some cute space anime vibes. There's a lot of work to do, so let's jump right into it. So here is Minami, the little cat girl from Villitunes. She's about 33 centimeters small and I got her in the color Blunt, which is a very beautiful light blue. It's way prettier than I thought from the pre-order photos and I'm so happy since she's my very first blue-colored ball-jointed doll. Her little hands and puffy cheeks make my heart melt. The ears are magnetic, which will make them easily attachable on top of her wig later. Alright, let's start with her outfit this time. I wanted to make her a shirt with a transparent glitter heart, so first thing I'm doing is tracing a heart shape onto some clear vinyl. I'm using a table cover vinyl for this. Then I'm cutting it out and glue it onto another sheet of a little bit of a thinner transparent vinyl using my trusty Uhu glue. I leave a small space open so I can take my tiny spoon and scoop some iridescent glitter into the heart. 2 spoons should be enough. Then I can close the heart with a little more glue. And cut out the heart shaped from the layered vinyl as well. Looks cute and glittery. I already cut out the crop top from a pink velvet fabric and cleaned out the heart cutout by gluing around the seam allowances to the inside. Then I take the glittery heart, place it underneath the fabric and will glue it in place with my all-purpose glue. After that is done, I'm going to add some beaded embroidery around the heart shape and use these silver metallic beads I still had from making Victoria a few years ago. This process was very time consuming and tedious, so let's make a transition to speed up the process. Video magic makes everything so much faster. It looks even better than I thought it would and I'm happy with it already. Let's make her some puffy mini sleeves. I cut out the pattern pieces and cut scissor snaps into the seam allowance and just glue them around and end up with something like this. Now I just need to pull a gathering thread through the other side of the piece like this and gather it together so it looks something like this. I'm taking the top piece and sew on the sleeve pieces finished sides in. After that was done, it looked like this. Now I only have to sew together the side seams, finished sides in. Yay, it already looks like a shirt. Let's sew in a collar. I already cleaned up the edges of it by gluing them down onto the back side of the collar, and after the obligatory dropping of the pattern piece, I can sew it to the shirt finished side to unfinished side. So cute! Okay, Let's finish up the bottom seam of the top as well by just gluing it around. Last but not least, I decided to glitterify this leftover ribbon from my Smart Doll custom by spreading some glue and sprinkle iridescent glitter on it. Then I just have to glue it to the crop top. And here it is all done. I decided I didn't like the pink bow and went with a yellow glitter bow instead. As a closure, I added snap buttons and some cute flower decorations on top. Onto her skirt. I used this rainbow fabric with white fabric for it and first sewed together both front pieces finished sides in. Then I'm taking the back pieces of the skirt and pin and sew the darts first. I do that to both skirt pieces and afterwards it looked like this. And here's the front piece. Now I'm sewing together one back piece to the skirt, finished sides in. I ironed around the seam allowance on the bottom seam of the skirt and attached this white lace trim to the skirt. Just after sewing it on, I realized I forgot to iron on the print I wanted to make onto the skirt. Realization coming in 3, 2, 1.
Oh shoot. Welp.
Luckily, I didn't finish the whole skirt yet, so I was able to iron on the little printed parts nevertheless. Here we have the Japanese kanji for cat, neko, and also some hearts and moons. And ironed in place. I love this iridescent fabric vinyl so much. But that's not all I added to the skirt. I also cut out this star from the same velvet like the shirt and layered it with some white fabric for more opacity. I glued those layers together and then glued the star onto the skirt. I also added some lace to the back piece of the skirt and can finally sew it to the skirt, finished sides in. Time for the waistband. I prepared the band and belt loops already, cleaned up the upper seam of the waistband and just have to sew it onto the skirt, finished size in. With some beading and a closure added, the skirt is done. And I wish I could have this exact skirt for myself. I love the color so much. I also decided to make Minami some stockings. I just ironed some pink glittery stars onto white stretchy fabric I used from some human tights. I cut out the pattern pieces already and start by cleaning up the upper seam by simply gluing them around. Then I just fold the stocking in half and close the back seam. I turn them inside out and then they look already amazing. Then I just need a loop on the upper part of the stockings and thread a rubber band through it that will work like a garter belt. Alright, time for her wig. The wig cap appeared magically already and I will be using this hair I received from Zaga Studio a while ago. It's a beautiful light green to dark green gradient and the color works so well with the rest of the doll. Okay, wig time means answering some questions of you again. The bailiff asked, do you ever try making your doll outfits for yourself? I seriously wish I had the time to do that, because actually the clothes I design for my dolls are all clothes I would totally want to wear in real life. Maybe in the future. Glenn Patrick asked, do you mind me asking which country you're from? You have the most lovely accent. Let me show you a clip.
My name is Elisa and I am a German doll customizer.
That hopefully answers it. Great transition here, Elisa. I already cut her bangs, and to make her part, I'm just gluing 2 wefts in opposite directions and flip them over for a nice finish. This time I finally wanted to try out bubble pigtails because I absolutely love the look of these, so I'm taking a strand of hair first and place a rubber band at the very top. Then I'm taking another one and place it with a little bit of a gap below the first one, and then just have to pull the bubble in place. I repeat this process 2 more times and on the other side of the wig as well, and her hair is done, and I'm so in love with that hairstyle. Oh my god, the hair turned out even better than I thought. Finally, face-up time. After spraying her with some good old Mr. Super Clear UV Cut Flat, I'm adding a bunch of micro glitters to her face to give her skin a little bit of a sheen. Then I'm taking some cute pink pastel shades and blushing those chubby little cheeks with soft mini makeup brushes. These are great to use for repaints. I build up the color slowly to make sure to have a nice blend. After the cheeks were blushed, I give her nose some blushing as well, and of course her tiny little mouth. If I added too much pastel dust to my brush, I can just remove a bit of it on my cotton glove. I sketched out her eyeliner off camera and now add some black acrylic paint to the eyeliner to really make it pop in color. I use my super small detail brushes for it. These are actually nail art brushes and they work really well for these fine lines. Building up the color is not that easy, and painting the eyeliner is one of the more time-consuming things of the face-up. When I finally made it work, I could sketch out her eyebrows with some dark green pastel chalk dust. Minami's face is very different from other dolls I've worked on before, so figuring out where to place the eyebrows needed some thinking, but I think I figured out a good position in the end. Time to draw some single brow hairs because it's so much fun, right? Well, it's really difficult, but it's worth doing it for the result. By the way, if you want to see the almost full process on this face-up, I streamed it live on Twitch and upload my last live streams on my second channel. Link in the description box below. Also, on May 17th, I'm hosting a big giveaway stream to celebrate 250,000 subscribers on YouTube and the selling out of my BJD pre-order, so make sure to follow me on Twitch to not miss out on that stream. Time for some eyeshadow. I'm taking some pearly pink gouache paint and apply it carefully to the eyelid. I love the colors of the face so much. Mid-customizing, I decided I wanted to make her look like she's a Space Kitty and a Sailor Moon fan, so the crescent moon on the forehead can't be missing. I sketch it out with a yellow watercolor pencil first, and then go in with golden gouache paint to make it extra shiny. I then also decided to add 2 tiny golden stars to her eyelids as well. I dab on a tiny amount of glue and then place the star on top of it. Time for lower lashes. Ugh. This time I really struggled with them because I had trouble with the color consistency of the dark purple paint, but I somehow made it work in the end while almost losing my sanity on livestream. In the end, they turned out really nice though, and I'm happy I didn't give up. Time for some lip gloss and also some gloss on her waterline to give her face that extra pop and shine. I used 3 layers of Liquitex High Gloss Varnish for that. For her lashes, I'm going with some purple lashes I got a while ago this time. I spread some white PVA glue on the upper inner lid with a toothpick and then carefully glue on the lashes with tweezers. And here's her face all done, and I'm so in love with her. Aww. I also added some shimmers along the way on her cheeks to give her a starlight-like sparkle. For her eyes, I'm going to use these beautiful eyes I still had from Galaxy Nook. They fit the style of the doll so perfectly. And here she is with eyes inserted. She's stealing my heart with every second more and more. Let's make her a handbag. This is an absolute experiment and I don't know if this will work, but let's try. I glue on some double-faced tape onto some wax paper, take a star-shaped pattern piece and trace the shape onto the tape. Then I cut it out with an X-Acto so it looks like a star-shaped frame. Now I'm taking the clear vinyl again, peel off the double-faced tape and stick the star shape onto the vinyl. By the way, I made the whole bag live on stream as well and it was so much fun. Putting the star frame together was a bit tricky, but it worked in the end. Now I just peel off the protective film of the tape and stick another layer of vinyl on top of it. I cut out the star shape with scissors and then take some purple and clear Orbeez and a syringe. I fill the purple Orbeez into the syringe first. And squish them together like this. I forgot to add the glitter to the bag, so let's do that first. I left a small part of the star open and made a paper funnel to insert some pink iridescent glitter. After that, I insert the syringe and squish the Orbeez through the syringe into the bag. This looks so satisfying. I do the same with the clear Orbeez. And then I just add some water to the jelly paste and hope it doesn't leak. I also decided to add some tiny golden stars to it. This was a bit tricky, next time I should add all the glitter before. Then I just burn off the edges of the open spot with a lighter to melt them together. And we have a perfect little jelly star which will look great as a front for the bag. Now I'm taking some iridescent star shapes I cut from self-adhesive vinyl with a Cricut and carefully glue them onto the star shape. I wet them a little with water so they won't be too sticky right away and I can shift them in place a little. Looks good! Then I take a second one and glue it to the backside of the star. I make sure it aligns perfectly with the other star and it looks even better than I thought. I also made a second completely clear star for the backside of the bag. Then I take a crafting foam piece and layered it with iridescent vinyl too. I also glued some double-faced tape onto the edges on both sides. I then peel off the tape from one side and glue the foam stripe to the back side of the bag first in a U shape. Then I take the front piece and glue it on top of the bag. I make sure both stars align. Perfect! Now I just needed to add a little chain and the bag is done. I want to have such a bag for myself so bad. Oh my god, it's so fun to squish it. Time for shoes. I wanted to make her some jelly sandals, so I took the clear vinyl again and cut out a shape like this. I stick a bit of double-faced tape to the smaller end of it, cut it in shape and glue around the upper end like this, leaving a little loop at the top. I then cut some slits into the piece with an X-Acto and thread 3 stripes of clear vinyl through them like this. This was a bit difficult to do, but it worked in the end. After the piece was done, I added some double-faced tape to the bottom of it and take a sole I cut from cardboard and glittery paper. I placed the piece on top of it and glue around the lower part to the bottom of the sole. Then I placed the shoe on the doll foot and also glue around the little stripes at the right spots. You see, it starts to look like a sandal. Now I just need to glue around the back piece of the shoe the same way I did with the front piece. I add a small little buckle to it and it almost looks like a finished sandal. But you know me, nothing goes without a platform, so I printed and painted these platform soles Blue Pixie made for me. They're so cute with a little cutout. I glue the sandal part to the sole with my trusty Uhu glue and also add a Scooby-Doo string around the seam line to cover it up. Then I spread some Mod Podge on the sole and you guessed it right, glitterify the sole. And here are the spacey sandals all done. I'm so happy with them and I love that one shoe has a star and one a moon cut out in the sole. Last but not least, I just wanted to make her a little chain belt she can wear with her skirt. So I took this chain and a bunch of little charms I found in my supply. I also found this Chibi Moon charm which fits perfectly. Then I just attached a smaller chain to the larger chain and add the little charms to that. And this is how the finished belt looks like. It reminds me of a phone strap I used to have on my phone in the early 2000s. And with that, we are finally done. I love the way she looks so much, and I am absolutely in love with her color palette. And here she is, all done. I'm so in love with her and I really need to get myself such an outfit as well. Why am I always making the coolest clothes for my dolls but not for myself? How do you like her and what do you like most? Please let me know in the comments below, and also don't forget to press like and subscribe to my channel to not miss out on future content. And thank you so much to my dear Twitch subscribers and patrons. You make all of this possible. You're really the best. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video and have a beautiful creative day. Bye! What the hell? The lamp cables. Oh, that was fast. Thanks, not a fake name. This is the same energy that I don't have a jacket. Thanks!
Yeah.
Thanks!